Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Marvel Omnibus edition of the Silver Surfer. Now this is not a new release, but it is new to me. This was originally published, the first edition was published in 2007, and I missed it. I don't remember what happened, but I missed it. It went out of print, and then it went for stupid prices on the collector's market, and it was just out of my reach. Fortunately, Marvel decided to do a reprint. Was it last year or 2019? I think maybe it was 2019. Anyway, it's a fairly recent release as far as omnibuses go, and it's still available, even though it's been out, maybe a year. If you like the Silver Surfer and you want to discover his origins and discover his own title, because he started out in Fantastic Four. So if you really want to dig into the Silver Surfer, you're going to have to read up on Fantastic Four. That's where he first shows up. But this is his own series. It only lasted 18 issues. And I was not around for this. Was I was just a baby, so this was not something that would have been on my radar when I was an infant. So I don't know why it only lasted 18 issues. Maybe someone out there can tell me. I am curious to know. Was it just poor sales, or did Stan Lee and John Buscema, who worked on it, did they just have to go to other things and were just too busy to continue? I have to think sales, because if something's a big seller, obviously they're going to go with what's selling. So that's what I'm going with. But someone let me know in the comments. Now, this, as far as I know, is identical to the first edition. The only thing different is the extras that it has. It's got some extra material from Fantastic Four Annual number 5 and Not Brand Ek number 13. But there you can see all the issues on there, all 18 of them. This retails for $100, but as I say in all my omnibus videos, do your research online. You can find online sellers that sell this cheaper than retail. You don't need to pay full retail price, so seek them out and find yourself a good copy. I don't know why they call this an omnibus. Look how skinny that is. Why is this an omnibus? 18 issues. I don't know. Anyway, it starts off chronologically in August of 1968 and goes on through September of 1970. So this is what? Borderline Silver Age, maybe more Bronze Age, getting into the Bronze Age. I don't know. That's kind of, I think it's maybe a little of both. These are basically the Marvel Masterworks editions copied into a single omnibus, and you can tell because the introduction by Stan Lee is drawn from 1990, not from 2007 when this was first published in the first edition. Here we have the first issue. Nice key issue, nice cover. Origin of the Silver Surfer. You want to find out what happened to him and the problem he had with Galactus, how he was turned into the Silver Surfer. Go ahead and read it. I'm not going to spoil it. It's a good story, and I think you'll like it if you try it. So I always thought the Silver Surfer was an interesting character because he was so righteous, yet so misunderstood that people didn't understand he was trying to help. Now, the issue that I did read when I was a kid was this one, which is issue number 3, the Silver Surfer meeting with Mephisto. This is the first appearance of the character Mephisto, and I think it's one of the keys now that people are searching for. It would be very expensive to find this issue out in the wild and have to pay a collector's premium for it. Just get the omnibus unless you're really out for the original copy. I just want it for the story, so I don't care about owning an original that I can't read. Uh, I don't know how I got a copy of this, but I read it as a kid, and I thought it was great because Mephisto, I thought, was such a cool character. He's basically Marvel's version of Satan, and he goes up against the Silver Surfer, who's so righteous, and he wants the power of the Silver Surfer and wants to corrupt him, and tries to tempt him with riches, with women, with land and armies, and Silver Surfer's not impressed. I really like how Mephisto turns him into a thought, implants him in his own brain, and then has to cast him out because he's too righteous. He's too good. It drives him mad. So, yeah, that's funny to me. Satanic character having to cast the good character out rather than the other way around. I believe this is another key because it's just the classic cover of him going against Thor. Uh, it would be an expensive issue to purchase if you were trying to get the original issues. That's why I love omnibuses. I can read the stories. I don't have to collect the actual issues, and I can read them over and over again. John Buscema's artwork is great. If you like John Buscema, you'll like this. As you can tell, it's got the letter pages for each of the issues. I think Stan Lee does a good job with writing the stories, writing the character of the Silver Surfer. It's a lot different than many of the other superheroes. Maybe that's why the series didn't continue. Maybe it just didn't connect with people. I don't know. Someone let me know. I'm convinced this got to be because of sales. I don't think it. I don't. Silver Surfer may have been ahead of his time, but he's certainly an iconic Marvel character, and he's lasted for decades. He's always been a character, even though this title may not have lasted that long. The Silver Surfer has, and if you like reading good stories, good comic book stories, I recommend this. It's all very interesting. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into spoiler territory, but he does get to go up against Spider-Man, the Torch. Here he is going against Mephisto again. This is number 16. Last issue. No, I'm sorry. Second to last issue. Because here's 17. Mephisto still battling the Silver Surfer. And then we get into issue 18 where he deals with the Inhumans. There's Black Bolt right there. The penciling on this one was done by Jack Kirby. I don't know how they got Jack Kirby to do this, but if you like Jack Kirby, you know his artwork style is cool, and he does a good job of rendering the Silver Surfer. So I like that. As far as extras go, this is it right here. This is from 1967's Fantastic Four Annual Number 5, also drawn by Jack Kirby, and you've got that story in here as part of the extras. This one I could do without. This is not Brand X number 13. Honestly, I don't care for not Brand X. It's like Marvel's version of Mad Magazine, and I just think it's stupid. I didn't like as a kid, and I don't like it now. And it ends anyway. Oh, wait a minute. You do have some more extras. You got a 1968 house ad for the first issue of the Silver Surfer. They do have a little brief essay here by Stan Lee from 1975. And they've got covers from Marvel Fantasy Masterpieces. And these are reprints of the original stories. And you know, this must have been the one that I read because it's from 1979, it says on here. And I must have somehow gotten a copy of it because I remember that story well. So you've got a lot of the covers of that, and then, of course, the biographies of everyone involved. So if you like the character of the Silver Surfer and you don't know much about his history, or you do and you want to get into his classic issues, then this is definitely one to pick up. So thank you for joining me on this, and I will see you again real soon. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Bye now.